Kenny Sang with the first question. Hi, Brad. Is it okay to access benefits such as unemployment or housing or food government assistance with the VAWA prima facie benefits, or is there a limit to what you can access? You can access whatever you want as long as they give it to you. And the reason is on VAWA, there are no poverty guideline restrictions to getting a green card as a VAWA applicant. You don't even need an affidavit of support. Pradeep Ram, Uncle Brad, I filed tax for 2018 and 2019, and I'm waiting for my work permit and for the VAWA case approval. Can I apply for unemployment? Absolutely, you can. Hi, Brad. This is Imran Hamid. Hi, Brad. I've submitted my documents to the National Visa Center on 19th of February, before February 24th public charge date. Do I have to go through the public charge assessment by providing the consulate office the DS 5540 on interview, or have to be waived off from providing it? Is it true that those who submitted documents to the National Visa Center before February 24th are not be through the public charge assessment and not to provide the DS 5540 to their country? Is that right? No, that is wrong. If you did not get your immigrant visa by February 24th in a U.S. consulate abroad, you have to do the DS 5540. That you are referring to as people who filed adjustment applications in the United States of America. If you filed an adjustment application before February 24th, 2020, you will fall under the old laws. You would not have to do the DS 5540, but that does not apply to people at the consulate. You do have to do it. Eveline Calixte, my mother passed. I'm sorry to hear that. She applied for my brother before she passed. The case was already approved, but they closed the case. Can I take it over? The answer is yes, you can take it over. It's called a humanitarian hardship waiver. It's not even a hardship waiver, it's just a humanitarian waiver. If you can show good humanitarian reasons why your brother needs to still immigrate to the United States, you can step into the shoes of your mother and complete the case without him even losing his place on the waiting list. So yes, we can help you with that. Clifford Gordon, yelling at me. If the U.S. citizen who got your 10-year green card from divorce, will you have any issues regarding citizenship? Well, Clifford, you could have said that without yelling, because when you set caps, just so you know, folks, caps on text or comments is yelling. If you got your 10-year card and you're already divorced, as long as there is no fraud in your marriage, you can apply for citizenship based on 5 years of having a green card. Cassie Bennett. Hey, Brad, is removal hearing still being held at this time? Only for detained people in detention, yes. If you're not in detention, no, they're all getting postponed. Jeffrey Jeffer. Hey, Brad, how are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. I filed for adjustment of status in February, and I didn't have a chance to do my biometric due to the COVID-19. However, I just got a courtesy letter from USCIS reminding me about my medical exam. So I'd like to know if it's good news. Do you think I will get an interview date sooner than later without the biometric? It's possible, but if you get an interview and still don't have a biometric, you won't get approved until they fingerprint you. So you want the biometric to happen too. First Lady Leah with a question. Hi, Uncle Brad. My friend is married to a United States citizen and she is on a low-income health insurance and also something called Essential Plan. Is this a public charge? I am not a health insurance expert, but I'm not sure what you mean by low-income health insurance. I would need to look up, that particular health insurance because it's all different programs in all 50 states. And Carol Anderson, the Tiger, with a comment about Lee in his bedroom. Lee, you're doing a great job with the equipment, helping Brad to reach a lot of people. I agree. Thank you very much, Carolyn. Thank you, Lee. Sasha Ford. I do not have any immigration problem, but I love the program and what your office did for me. I want to let everyone know that your staff is the best and they can help you to become a permanent resident or a citizen. You choose. Way to go, Sasha. Thank you very, very much. And Mommy Afu Badu. Uncle Brad got a haircut? Nope. Uncle Brad just shaved. Kenny Sang with another question. Is there a travel tax while using advanced parole? There is no travel tax with advanced parole. And apart from the combo card and passport, should you carry any other documents? I mean, you may want to carry copies of receipts of your adjustment, but I think your combo card and your passport is sufficient to show. If they ask you for more documents, you can show it to them. Mode tuba shot. Hey, Brad, can you explain the difference between the waiver 601, the 601, and the 212, please? And thank you very much. Oh, the I-601, the 601. Well, I-601 and the 601 are the same exact thing. All right. There's an I-601, but there's three different waivers. There's the I-601, there's the I-601A, and then there's the 212. The 212 waiver is a waiver to re-enter the United States after you were ordered deported. So one of the reasons why you may not be allowed back in the United States is you got deported either by an immigration judge or you were found inadmissible at the airport and you were turned around. The I-601 waiver is done at a U.S. embassy in another country, or it's done at your adjustment interview if you have been found ineligible to adjust your status or get your green card because of criminal records or misrepresentation. Those are usually the two big ones. And then you have to show extreme hardship to your spouse or your parent for you to get a green card. That would be done on the I-601. The I-601A is done when you're in the United States before you leave the United States to go to another country to pick up your green card and come back. And the reason you're doing that is you have a 10-year bar, generally by overstaying your visa or entering the country without inspection. You have a 10-year bar, so that is the provisional waiver, so you can go home and come back. Carol Anderson, the Tiger, she is winning comments of the day, pre-comments of the day, again and again, again. Brad, oh, somebody's calling me, but I can't answer the phone right now. Brad is the best lawyer in the universe. Call him to get your immigration questions, answer you all. People are dying to get on the show. They're calling me in my apartment with immigration questions. But I'm not leaving right now to get the phone. Denise Cromaz. Hey, Brad, I'm an unmarried daughter of a U.S. citizen. I live in Jamaica. My mom filed for me back in March 2013. We got the approval letter last week, and I was advised that we should wait 30 days for the National Visa Center to contact us. How long can we expect a call with Trump putting a hold on immigration? Well, the hold is 60 days, and there'll probably be an injunction. So my guess is that you will shortly be hearing from the National Visa Center regardless. Kathia FJB, also with a pre-comment of the day. Uncle Brad, thank you for your amazing consultation session and follow-up. You are the real MVP. Thank you very much. And by the way, I forgot to mention, and I should, because I get so involved in my show, you can have a consultation with me. So the way to have a consultation with me is what happens is before I get on my show, every day I get a list at 10 a.m. and it says Uncle Brad's list. And I get a list of 10, 20, 30 people sometimes that I have to call. All people who want consultations with me or need to speak with me for whatever reason. So you have to get on my list for me to call you back from my apartment. So how do you get on my list? You call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. You call, you get on my list. You can call that number right now. You can call it later. You can call it tomorrow. And if you've never called before, yes, you'll pay a small consultation fee. It's $150. But I will call you back. If you're one of my clients, we'll call you back anyway. So the first thing you got to do is get on my list to get a call back from me. And that telephone number is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAW-LINK. Outside of the United States, it's 212-227-8933. Archer Natasha, also on Facebook. Can my, who is a permanent resident, petition for myself and children under 21 years after this odor by Trump? Yes, Trump has a very, very bad odor. I agree with you. It's a terrible odor. He probably smells awful. But I don't think his odor is preventing us from filing. It is this proclamation, which is 60 days. Your spouse, who is a permanent resident, can file for you. I think that's who you're talking about, and can also file for your children as well. You do it on an I-130. Tiffany, she says, Uncle Brad, for my I-944, I'm unable to get a transcript due to the corona. Is it okay to submit copies of my degrees with a letter explaining this? Also, no short-term joint assets with my husband at this time. Yes, you can submit the transcripts. Try to bring the originals to the time of the interview. S. Shah with a question. If you're in furlough, can you get the N-400 form fee waived? Yeah, you can file for the fee waiver. Absolutely. The worst they'll say is no, do it. Sunny Chowdhury. Hey, Brad, I filed the I-751. It was abuse, marriage. I did my biometrics, but it's 3 years. My case is still pending. Is that normal? No, it is not normal if your case is pending for 3 years on an I-751. I would give me a call and get on my list for tomorrow or the next day. That number is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAW-LINK outside of the U.S., 212-227-8933. Latoya McKenzie on YouTube. I am in Jamaica. My mom filed for me. I'm 32 years old. My interview was on March 30th. It was canceled because of the corona. I was told to make a new date. How will Trump ban affect me? Well, hopefully Donald Trump has no band. I would not want to listen to any music he wants to play, but the ban is only 60 days. And as I said, there will shortly be an injunction. And after the injunction, it will not affect you at all. And hopefully we have a new president in 6-7 months from now. 29 Super C. Will the simulation package to small business approved by the president today reach all the small business in the U.S.? No, it will not. Most small businesses are not getting, it's the stimulation, it's the stim package, not a simulation. Most small businesses are not getting it. And the reason they're not getting it is this. Banks are making very, very little money on these loans. So for the banks to make money, they have to make as big a loan as they possibly can. So how can a bank make the biggest loan they possibly can? Well, there's a formula on how much money you're supposed to get from this stimulus, which is a multiple of the number of employees you have and their salaries up to $100,000 per employee. So if you're a banker and you want to make the most profits you can, you're going to find the biggest businesses to loan this money to, because those loans will be bigger because you have more employees to give money for stimulus. And the small mom and pops with 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 employees, they get screwed. Thank you, Donald Trump. That's exactly what's going on right now. Okiyami Oyabad. I'm a VAWA applicant married to a U.S. citizen. I filed all applications concurrently since November 2018, still no work permit. I was given a C31 category, even though I filed the I-765 separately. What can I do? I don't know why you got a C31. The C31 is based on a approved VAWA. If you filed an I-485, you should have gotten a work permit on C9. So something is wrong somewhere. I don't know the answer. I don't know what you did. I would have to look at it. You may want to call and get on my list tomorrow. That's 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAW-LINK. Jeremy Goldberg, part of our crew, just realizing 50 minutes into the show that I shaved. Way to go, Jeremy. No, this is from a while back. Michael and Heidi. Brad, can you talk about Trump being sued for penalizing American citizens for being married to foreigners with an ITIN and the stimulus money? Yes, I did talk about that a little bit yesterday. I'll repeat a little bit about what I said. I don't really have more to say on it than what I said yesterday, which is it's not right. If you're an American citizen, you deserve the stimulus package, whether or not you're married to a foreigner or not. You did the right thing by filing. You followed the law. You filed a tax return. You included your spouse on it. You filed married filing jointly. That was the law you were supposed to follow. You're an American citizen just like me, and you're being penalized because you fall in love with somebody who wasn't born in America. That's not particularly fair. Unfortunately, it's a class action lawsuit. This thing's going to go on for months or years. By the time you get the money, you're not going to need it anymore because with coronavirus will be over. There'll be a vaccine, and the lawyers are going to take a big chunk of it. It's extraordinarily unfair across the board. And Trump is really a cruel, cruel man. Paramesh Tapa. Hi, Brad. What do you recommend for someone who's waiting for asylum decision after 3 years? I recommend that you call me. and let's review your asylum case. If you have a really good case, perhaps your cases, we would want to do a mandamus and force immigration to make a decision. If you have a so-so case, maybe we want to talk about other options, because if we do a mandamus, we don't want to get you denied and now all of a sudden you're in deportation. Although maybe sometimes you want to be put in deportation and try again before a judge. Depends on, on your risk level. So you would need to discuss it with me. But the first thing that comes to my mind when there's an asylum pending for long periods of time is mandamus. And by the way, I noticed when I was making an Instagram post and I was looking for a little, on Instagram, you can put like little, funny little, pictures or something on your post. You type immigration, comes up mandamus now. So people are talking mandamus. Henry Hennessy. If someone has a conditional permanent residency through marriage and just realized that their card expires in a couple of weeks, am I supposed to, I-751 is supposed to be filed 90 days before. Best course of action now? File it before your green card expires. How about get off your ass and do it? And if you're not sure what to do, call me, get on my list, and I'll do it for you. It's 1-800-529-5465. As long as it's filed before the end of the 90 days, you're going to get a green card extension for 18 months. If it's filed after 90 days, you have to have a really good excuse why you're filing late and you're looking at deportation. So get it done. Tori Davis. Good evening, Brad. My auntie got approved later, says that her petition for alien relative was approved. Do you know how long it will take before she gets her work paper and her I-45? Also, the documents yes, May Dennis and Tori Davis seem to be together. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Well, good evening, Brad. My auntie got approved later, says that her petition for alien relative was approved. Do you know how long it will take before she gets her work paper and her I-45? I don't know what petition was approved. I don't know anything more about her case. I would need to know a lot more. Tori Davis, documents like police record and the biographic passport page aren't accessible by my mother, a lawful permanent resident. Should I just bring them to the interview since she doesn't have them? I'm in Jamaica. No, what you need to do is send them up to her, copies and or the original police report. She's got to submit it to the National Visa Center. They're not going to schedule you for the appointment. So it's called Federal Express and FedEx it up. Miss AC, please, Uncle Brad. I did my biometrics for a work permit via VAWA February 14th. I'm yet to hear anything as regards. They have to approve VAWA before I get the work permit. If you just filed a VAWA case and not an adjustment, the answer is yes. You need to get the VAWA approved before you get the work permit. However, if you file an adjustment application with the VAWA case, which you can absolutely do even today, you will get a work permit in about 4 months. You would have to file a new work permit application with the I-765. Sarah Noor saying, hi, Brad. Just want to say I like your show. Thank you very much. Frenchie Boy. Always with a question every day, Frenchie Boy. Hi, I've lived in the United States since my infancy with the TPS program. Trump canceled the program some time ago. How long would it take my mother, a U.S. resident, to sponsor me? I'm an unmarried adult. About 7 years. But you should have an appointment with me. If you've been in the United States since you were a baby and you still don't have a green card and now you're an adult, you need to get on my list. 1-800-529-5465, 212-227-3636. Reniqua Walker saying, hi, Brad. I got married a year before my I-130 has been approved, and now the petition has been approved. And now it's at the National Visa Center. What should I do? And when should I tell them I am married? I'm 25-year-old of citizen. I guess your mother or father filed for you. You need to, when you get the National Visa Center case number, what you will need to do is send a copy of your marriage certificate to them along with your case number and tell them to change your category from F1 to F3 because you're married. So the time to do it is now. Coyote Cooney. Hi, Uncle Brad. How long does a VAWA case take, and how long does it take to get an EAD via VAWA? Also, how safe to travel with advanced parole? VAWA cases take 18 to 24 months. You will not get an EAD via a VAWA until the VAWA is approved unless you also file an adjustment. If you file the adjustment along with it, you should get the VAWA, you should get a work permit in about 5 months. Is it safe to travel with advanced parole? Yes, but you got to watch out for coronavirus. Shama Brown. Hi, Uncle Brown. Hi, Uncle Brown. Hi, Uncle Brad. If your immigration sent you a letter stating that they needed more evidence for the joint sponsor, can you use a different sponsor? Yes, you can substitute out a sponsor and get a new one. Let's go back to Facebook very quickly before we end our show. See what else we have here. J.D. King. I applied for removal of condition of marriage on March 2020. How long does it take for me to get the 10-year card? Probably at least 18 months now. Charmaine Taylor. Hi, Uncle Brad. I'm married to a retired military. I got travel documents and work permits since August 2019, but haven't received an appointment for my green card. It's over 1 year now. What should I do? If it's over 1 year, get on my list. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. Nothing's going to happen until coronavirus is over, but 1 year, after you're waiting 1 year, it's time to get me involved. Gordon Jima. Hi, Brad. I hope you're doing great today. My question is, how long does it take the USCIS to respond to an RFE after it's been received? It's supposed to be less than 120 days, but it could take a lot longer. Jacobson Francis. Brad, I came in with a K1. I have my 2 years conditional. During the removal, I will also have another biometric. Yes, you will. Kenny Sang. Hi, Brad. I have a C31 work permit and filed an adjustment in EAD. Do I get the same category? C31, or will it change to a C9? It will change to a C9. Dwayne Gordon. Hi, Brad. My mother's a permanent resident. Can she file for her daughter that lives in the U.S.? The answer is yes. Archer Natasha, right above Dwayne Gordon. Hi, Brad. How long after your biometrics taken do I have to wait for my work permit to be approved? It could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Ali Bubicha, right above Natasha. I'm going backwards now. Brad, when is the Mandamus file? 1 year after your interview or 1 year after submitting petition? Could be either one. Depends on each particular situation. And finally, Stargirl Mika saying, Brad, you shaved. You look fine as always. Thank you very much. And with that, we're going to come to an end, but I do have to remind everybody that if you do have immigration issues, the best way to resolve them is let me call you tomorrow or the next day. And that telephone number, you have to call me, so I call you. You get on my list. It's 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAWLINK, or internationally, the number is +1-212-227-8933. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.